Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel, and this is Tech Hauls number 3, and I got so much stuff, it's unbelievable, and I just found really good stuff. Like, I found a ton of PC parts I'm gonna use in my PC, like, about maybe I found a lot of stuff, so let's just get started. So the first thing I'll start with is RAM. So I found, I think, 8 gigabytes, not 8 gigabytes, 8 modules of RAM, and I just have so much RAM in here. I have 80 gigs of RAM, yeah. Like you heard that right, I found 80 gigabytes of RAM in total. So let's get straight into this. This is a 4 gig stick. It's Samsung, so if it focuses, it's a 4 gig Samsung stick. A 16 gig Samsung stick. Another 16 gigabyte Samsung stick. Like, I have no idea why someone would throw away 16 gigs of RAM, but if it focuses, why isn't this focusing? But trust me, it's 16 gigs of RAM. 4 gigs. 4 gigs. Another freaking 16 gigs. 4 gigs. And 16 gigs. So in total, this is 80 gigs of RAM. This is all going to go into my PC when I build it, like later this summer. But I'm going to have 64 gigs of RAM, which is a lot of RAM. So next, I'll move on to SSDs. I'll move the camera. Here's this one. It's a Fujitsu 160 gig. It works. I tried it inside my Lenovo laptop, and I just reinstalled Windows on it and formatted it, and I just put a brand new copy of Windows 10 on it. Here's this SSD. This one is untested since it's too thick to fit. It's like basically like too big to fit inside my Lenovo laptop. So I have to buy I buy like a separate hard drive SSD tester thing, so I could test all these SSDs. So I just like bought one from eBay for like, I think $45. It's a hard drive tester, so I can test all of these. So I'll just be testing all of these. Here's this Intel SSD. This one works. I formatted it, installed Windows 10. Here's a 400 gig Intel SSD. This one does not work. I'm not sure what the issue is, but my PC did not detect it, so that's kind of weird. Here's a 500 gig Samsung hard drive. This is too thick to fit in my PC, so I need a separate hard drive tester to test this one. Here's a 320 gig. It works perfectly. I basically reset it, or like formatted it, and installed Windows 10 like most of these. Another 320 gig. This one works, and I formatted and installed Windows 10. For SSDs, here's the best find of the hard drives and SSDs, I think. This is a freaking 800 gigabyte Dell SSD. It works perfectly. I formatted it and installed Windows 10. And this one is going to be going straight into my gaming PC, like when I build it, like later this summer. And probably a week or two, I think. Here is this, I think, how much is this? 1 terabyte Samsung hard drive, which works. Actually, I'm not sure if it works. I haven't tested it. I'm going to test it soon, since it's too big. A Fujitsu one. This one is 320 gigs. It's too big. It's like to fit in my computer. Another 320 gig. This one works. I tried inside my other computer, and it works perfectly. And I formatted and installed Windows 10. This one is, I think, 500 gig. This one works. It's made by, I'm not even sure, but it's just like a no brand 500 gigabyte hard drive. And the last find is this Corsair SSD. This one is a 64 gig Corsair SSD. It's too big to fit in my computer, but I'm pretty sure it works. It seems in really good condition, and it has this weird void thing on it, so I'm pretty sure it's like, had a sticker on it, and then just like someone peeled it off, and it says void. And then for the bigger hard drives, I found a 1 terabyte M3.5-inch hard drive by Western Digital. This is one's gonna be going straight into my gaming PC. I found a Seagate, like 3.5-inch 1 terabyte hard drive, a Dell 3.5-inch 1 terabyte hard drive, and another Seagate 3.5-inch 1 terabyte hard drive. I also found a couple of these brackets for hard drives. Like, these are just for PCs, so I just brought these for some reason, and I have 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. And then I found, I'll just get to like the best find later, but here are some cables. These are for the hard drives, and another cable and like some DisplayPort adapters I found. like for the graphics card. And I'll just get to the graphics card, since the graphics card is just an amazing find. I have no idea why someone would throw away a freaking NVIDIA Quadro. Yeah, this is a Quadro. So this is basically like a workstation grade graphics card. It costs, I think, $500 on eBay, so it's a pretty expensive graphics card. It has 4 DisplayPort connectors, and it's an NVIDIA Quadro K1200. And it's just a really good graphics card. Like, this one's me going straight in my PC, like when I build it, and it's just an amazing graphics card. I have no idea why someone threw this away, and yeah. And by the way, I found a ton of this stuff. Like, I found these 2 hard drives, the graphics card, and 16 gigabytes of RAM inside a Dell PC that someone threw away. I'm pretty sure it had motherboard issues or something, I'm not sure. And yeah, and I found a couple of these things inside a PC, so I just salvaged parts. Here's some headphones. These are like really cheap Amazon headphones. These are made by Loud. They work. They have like a foldable thing, kind of like Beats. These work perfectly. They're Bluetooth. I charge them up and they do work. So I guess they're fine, but they just sound really bad. So I won't be using these that much. I might use them as like backup headphones, but I guess they're fine. Next find is something really cool. This is a Windows XP Professional, like, CD. I don't know what it's called, but it's just a sleeve. It has Windows XP in it, and a cool surprise that I found is that it actually has way more operating system CDs than Windows XP. It has, number 1, Windows XP Professional. It's a really cool holographic CD. I like it, and this one works. I use it to install Windows XP on the Toshiba laptop. I found Windows 7 Professional. I still haven't used this one yet. It seems in really good condition with like no scratches anywhere. I found like a copy of Windows 98 2nd edition. I tested this one. It actually does have Windows 98 on it, and it does work. So pretty nice. It's also blue, which is weird, I guess. And then I found Windows Home Server, which I have no idea where I'd use this thing, but I guess it's cool. Windows Home Server. And and all of these came in a nice sleeve. And here's like some stuff for that. So I'll just put this all back, and I'll get to the best finds. Or at least the best find in the whole thing. And the best find, or maybe the best find is a graphics card or some of the hard drives, but maybe the second best find is this Galaxy S3. This is the only phone that's in there, and it's an S3. If you can see the lights blinking, it works perfectly with no issues at all. I was using it for a little bit, but I kind of messed up the wallpaper, which sucks, but I've installed a bunch of apps on it. I installed a custom launcher, and the only issue that I did notice is, if you can see, I don't think you can see, but if I go to a white background, if I just go to Google and search for white, if it loads. But here's the S3. It's in really good condition. It's on Virgin Mobile, and the only issue that I noticed is that the battery bulged for some reason, which is pretty common of all these old phones, but I have ordered a new battery, and the case for this phone, I'll be using it. But the only issue is if you can see, it has a really bad LCD burn-in, which is fine. I can live with it, but it sucks. And this is actually my only S3. Like I sold my other one to my friend, but here's an S3. I really like it. And it's a 16 gig on Android 4.2, I think. So I've ordered a battery and a case. They're coming soon, and I just can't wait to get this S3 fully working. Yeah, like technically it is fully working, but just like working in a better condition, and the battery is kind of bulged. And the back cover is in really mint condition. Like the whole phone is basically in mint condition, like no scratches anywhere. Besides, like the back has like 1 scratch on it, and the battery is bulged. So S3, it's a really good phone. And I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, that's gonna be it. So if I zoom out again. So thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe down below, and peace. And Tech Hauls number 4 should be coming out pretty soon. And also I'm gonna do a vlog of when I build my gaming PC in about a week. So stay tuned for that, and peace.